I will be showing you how to change your name in this video. So I will be starting a mini series just called Christopher's Corner. I want to start off by doing a lot of informational videos. Like I really couldn't find anything online, any tutorials of how to, let's say, change your name. And I found that nobody was doing it for Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, GTA. No one was really doing any informational videos for the trans-masculine community. Okay, so the adult application for name change. So first of all, where do you even find these documents? So you can very easily go on google.com and search up name change application depending on what province you live in. Now obviously this is going to be specific to Ontario since that's where I live. And once you find it, you scroll on the website, you'll see there's a link. Once you get to that website, you download it and it should look like this. Now the Ontario name change application is about 17 pages now. When I filled it out, it was about 10. So it is $137 for the application, but there are a couple other things that you are going to need to obtain. Now, in the application, it's going to ask for letters of recommendation. You're going to need 2. You're going to want to get one from a psychologist, so not a psychotherapist, not just a regular therapist, not a child youth worker. So on the application, on part 1, is all your personal information. So you're just going to fill out your name, your mailing address, where you were born, and you have to live in Ontario for a consecutive 12 months before you submit this name change application. If you are from a different province, okay, just make sure that you go onto your provincial website to do so. Then you're just gonna have to fill out like information about where you were born, and now the important part, what you want your name to be. Okay, so ensure that you spell your name correctly and that everything is accurate before handing in your application, because the last thing that you're gonna want is to get your new birth certificate and your new name is spelled like incorrect. Next part is just about your current marital status or relationship status. You're probably not married. If you're watching this, if you are married and you're changing your name, then you literally just have to provide notice to your spouse that you're changing your name. The next part here is information about your parents. So if you aren't on the greatest terms with your parents, try to talk to like your grandparents if they're still around. Just their first name, their middle name, their last name if they have a middle name, then just include that. Their last name before they got married if that was something that was different, and then the name that they had previously if they were married again. And if you have more than, I'm pretty sure there's 4 spots here. Yeah, there's 4 spots here for you to write parental information. If you have more than 4 parents, for whatever reason, you can always photocopy this one page and then rewrite it. So previous information about name change, you're just going to say why you want your name to be changed. So basically just be like, I'm a trans individual and it causes me dysphoria to have the current name that I have, therefore I would like to change it. Criminal offenses, so just go through that, basically check no if you've not committed any criminal offenses. Financial information, so if you've declared bankruptcy, like if you're in debt to anybody, if you're like, so they're just basically trying to figure out if you're trying to change your name because you're in debt or because you're trying to flee the country or something. Like, is that why you're trying to change your name? Like, that's what they're trying to figure out in this application. Again, notice of name change if you're married or in a conjunctional relationship. If you're not, don't worry about it. Skip over this part altogether. So getting consent of name change. If you're 16 or 17 and you are not married, you are going to have to get consent from your parents. How long have you lived in Ontario? Before, when I was first filling out the application, it was, you can get like somebody that's known you for over 12 years. You can get anybody, like basically any one of those type of people to like fill out this application. They've now gotten a little bit more strict on it, so you can only do like principals, managers of signing offices of, like if you work in like an Ontario government office, they can fill it out saying, yep, this person's lived in Ontario for 12 months. A judge, if you know any judges, high school teacher or an elementary school teacher. So like you just gotta get like one of them to like write a little letter or basically just fill out this section of the form saying, I've known this person for this many years, this is where I work, this is my information, you can contact me, blah, 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 blah. That's it. Have them sign it, date it, done. So it gives you off a little checklist of everything that you're going to need. And that's on page 13 and page 14. It'll tell you exactly everything that you need to know. If you are mailing it in, you're going to mail it into the Office of the Registrar General. If you are bringing it in, you can bring it in to Toronto. There is one Service Ontario, I think, in the GTA that handles name change applications. Bring it into them, they will mail it off for you. Disclaimer here, you're going to need to let the Ontario Gazette know that they cannot publish your name change in the paper, because they will. So statutory declarations, the only people who can notarize those are lawyers. So you are gonna have to go to a notary office. It charges around like 35 bucks. Basically you go in, you tell them, hey, I just need to get 3 things notarized. You sit down with them, give them your passport or like driver's license or whatever. They write down your ID number, they put a seal on it, stamp it, they sign it, you sign it, done. So when you submit your application, you're going to need a bunch of things. Those 2 notarized documents, this completed application, and you're going to need a payment form. The payment form is at the bottom of the application. I'm pretty sure it's page 17 on the application. Fill it out. You're going to need either a credit card or money order or a certified check. So Visa debit will also work. So just check off Visa and then put in your Visa information number, sign at the very bottom. Make sure that you have money in the account. Boom, done. Okay? So that's the end of that. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I will be, again, posting more videos like this. Peace, blessings, love, and prosperity to all. Happy Halloween.